All right. All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the video. I am Jeanette, aka Sarayah. All praises belongs to the Most High. Yeah. All right, you guys. I just got a conversation that I would like to share with you guys today, and maybe you guys could give me your feedback in the comments below. When I was going through, and let me know if you could relate. When I was going through grade school, even high school, and I believe even college, I never had teachers to always push me to do my best. I don't remember a teacher from any of these institutions pushing me to do my 100% best. I think they will always just allow me to do or be mediocre. I never had to apply myself into its entirety. I hear people in social media and just in life, period, where they always did 100%. Whatever sports they did 100%. Whatever academics they did it at 100%. Whatever they did in their adolescent years, they always applied their 100%. So I know for me, growing up, I never did 100% of anything. I always did the bare minimum. And it shows as I got older. So when I got older, when I applied for a job or I applied for anything, I never really I never really went for the best of anything. I always think like, well, at least I did get the job, or at least I did pass the class, instead of saying, well, I did my 100% best. And even if my 100% best looks like a C or a B, as long as I know I did my 100% best. Now, you have people that reflect teachers and how the teachers played a very critical role in their life, right? If it wasn't for this teacher, I don't know if I would have gotten this far, if this situation. So they give their teachers their flowers, as they gotten older. But when I reflect kind of like over my life, when I just think about my upbringing, good enough was good enough. It was really, it was good enough. It was always is good enough. And when I get older, I'm thinking like, how much more I could have accomplished if I would have actually done my absolutely best. You know what I mean? So now, as being an adult with children, I always tell them, do your 100% of best. I don't know how that looks. You know how that looks. I'm not going to put a measuring tape on your bestness, because your 100% best could be, like I said, that B. Your best could be that C, but that was your best. You applied yourself, you studied, you did whatever. So when you going out into the real world, and it's called the real world because you're still in the world while you're in grade school, high school, but in the real world of you're now being responsible for yourself, you will take those things that I taught you to apply them to your life. That when you go on for a job, you're not going to just settle. You know what I mean? You just settling instead of just saying, no, what I'm saying, I deserve this and I deserve that. Now, we don't always get what we deserve, but at least I'm putting forth effort to let you know that I'm aware of my worth. I'm aware of my best. I'm going to give you, because it's like when you go to a job, do they want mediocre? Do they want minimum? No, they want you to give them your absolutely best, right? It's not a job I have worked for, and I have worked a lot of jobs. It's not a job that I have ever worked for that didn't ask me for my best. And when I didn't give my best, it reflected on my raises. It reflected on the notes that they taken. You know what I mean? To let me know what areas that I was weak in and what areas need to be improved. So they was looking for my best. And so I gave them my best. I will make sure that whatever skills that I needed to have to accomplish these tasks and these workflows and things of that nature, I make sure I had every document in order so you can know that I'm absolutely doing my best. That bestness never registered to me until I got into the workforce. Because when I was doing minimum or mediocre, I'm telling you, my pay raise stayed right there. And they will always have that excuse of how I could have done better here. And quite honestly, if I be very transparent, quite honestly, I know they're right. I know they're right because I know I didn't really apply myself to make sure whatever necessary things need to be taken care of. I know that I didn't really apply myself in its entirety. So I didn't put my best. But when I was looking for more money and I was looking for, and we knew when I was raising, I was like, you know what? This is the last time I'm going to get this small amount of money. And it's not going to be because if you give me small money, if you give me a small amount of money, it's because of the budget, not because you saying all the things that I did not do or could have done better. So I would do my homework. I would make sure I would ask questions. I would get help from my coworkers. I would take classes. I would do whatever it takes to make sure that whatever I'm doing, I'm giving it my all. But I'm just thinking, like growing up, why was that not implemented with us in school? I'm sure there was a lot of nice teachers out there that really pushed their favorite students and wanted them to apply themselves and really give their all. But when I just take a rewind of my life and I'm trying to pull in my memory bank a teacher that really told me, Jeanette, you can do better. This is not your best. You look at TV and you look at these type of programs where, and I know it's just a program where the teacher is letting the parents know or they letting the student know that this was not your best. I know you could have done better than this. So I was trying to pull that teacher so I can say, at least I had this teacher here to tell me you are not applying yourself 100%. You are not doing your best. My teachers, was I'm from Chicago public school system, does not always, I'm not saying all of them, but they don't always push our youth to doing their 100% best and challenging them, really like challenging them. Like my favorite subject is math. So I'm very good with numbers. I love math. I love the beauty of numbers. And so I was always advanced. I was always that person that was advanced when it comes to math. Even when in my freshman year of high school, I was tutoring seniors because that's how much I love and enjoy math. But I was stuck right at the same level that everyone else was at instead of elevating me to say, Jeanette, you're beyond this right here. You know what I mean? Because I would just get A's, just straight A's. And anytime I did that, I was like, because I love numbers. But they would leave me right at this stage right here instead of saying, okay, let's move her up to geometry or let's move her up to trig. They never move me up. They just allow me to go up along with everybody else. And that is not a person that's going to pull out her 100% best because she was being kind of stuck down with everybody else. So some people have those special skills or special classes that they really like and they escalate in those classes. But if you don't take note of those things, if you don't do no actions behind that, it kind of suppresses it. It make you don't really try harder because you know this is the furthest you're gonna go. A lot of times with people like working a job, they basically be like, you know what, there's no room to grow in this job. And I'm constantly elevating and this job is got me kind of stagnant right here. And you feel like you hit the ceiling and there's nowhere else for you to grow. And that's dangerous because it really dampers your creativity. It really affects your growth. It really affects your mental. It has so many layers that it affects. So always be looking for a way to grow. And everything that I do nowadays is always, I'm giving my 100%. If I'm doing my craft, it's at my 100%. And when I'm teaching or talking to, who am I talking to? I'm telling you from experiences. I'm giving you real information. to my best ability, to my best knowledge and understanding. So I don't want us to continue to grow older and older and older and thinking that well enough was well enough. Now, if well enough is well enough for you, that's great. But I know a person like me who's very creative, outgoing, and things of that nature. I know that I'm always trying to grow, learn, do more, learn more, teach more. So when you have that type of mind frame, you cannot you cannot allow anybody to kind of suppress you, because that's how, my adolescent years was. It was very, very suppressed. It was very, very just like downward. And I just figured, like, if somebody could have just gave me that window of opportunity to say, you know what, we need to move right here, we need to do this, we need to do that, and anything that I wasn't strong in, that actually work with me in those areas that I may develop, because my brain was so willing and able to do it. But when you don't have the proper foundation or the proper tools to, you know, enforce that, you stay at such a low level. And then by the time the light comes on when you get to your adulthood, you're thinking, wow, how much time has I missed out on of whatever I'm trying to achieve now? It's never too late to achieve them, but you just think about that as I was just doing some reflection. Let me know down below, how was it when you was growing up? Can you pull back? I'm talking about people that have been through grade, high school, even college, if you've been to college, whatever. Can you think of a teacher that you can think about and say, well, I had so and so that really pushed me and really let me know where I was, weak at, where I was strong at, and really said, tap my shoulder to let me know I can do better and push me for better. And in the results, I did better. And better doesn't have to look like for everybody else better. Your better is your better, and that's better. Do you know what I mean? So it's just that. Let me know in the comments below, how was your experience? Do you have a teacher that you could reflect on? Because I sure did it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to what I had to say. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have not part of this channel, I'm trying to figure out, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure your bell setting is to all. But until next video, let's read our Bibles. Let's repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. I'll talk to you guys in our next video. Bye, guys.